Hello, this is Mr. Starnova. I'm going to be doing a review on Dragon Age Origins versus Dragon Age 2. Well, not really a review, more like a versus thing. Okay. Well, this is going to be in my opinion, though. Just in case, you can agree, you cannot agree, it's up to you. No problems there. Well, anyways, for Dragon Age Origins, I find that this is a particularly wonderful game for an RPG player, due to the various things it has. Multiple classes, each unique and stuff like that, and very amazing details. By far one of the best RPGs I've ever played in my life. Really fun. The world is extremely expressive, very verified and all that, and just wonderful and amazing. It's so diverse and action-packed, lots to do, never a dull moment. But there's one problem I find with this game. The pacing can be a bit slow at times. But there's another thing as well. When you're finished the storyline missions and the small amount of missions they give to you, you end up with, well, doing nothing but sitting around the camp. There's just nothing to do at all at that point. You basically have to start over again or buy the add-on content. When the add-on content is done, again, you're doing absolutely nothing. But otherwise, it's a story that can be replayed as many times as possible. You'll always find something new. Like, for instance, you could start off with a elf, either in the city elf or the Dalish elf category, which are extremely different. And within those categories as well, there's almost a million different decisions that actually influence all the characters around you and all that as well. Very interactive. A little bit of mystery here and there, some action, epicness. The storyline is just phenomenal. And the conclusion? Sure, it all turns out the same, except for one key factor. Every little decision you make influences the actual turning out of events. Per se, if you're having a relationship with some of the characters, there'll be a different interaction if you take them along with you. Like if you have Alistair and you have a relationship, he'll push you out of the way to take the final blow, versus basically you leaving him behind and you take the final blow. There's actually, it's a small little stuff like that that actually makes your decisions really engrossed into the storyline itself. And something that a lot of people love, but it's awesome either way. The Dragon Age Origins characters are amazingly just interactive, and they each have their own unique, wonderful personalities. Like some of my favorites, like Morrigan, who has this snooty, I'm away from people attitude, is really funny. And just how she interacts with the other characters, like a wonderful Templar that basically cracks too many jokes and they don't get along at all, this kind of thing right there. But my all-time favorite character of Origins definitely has to be Oghren the Dwarf. This drunk, battle-crazed, just fun, wonderful guy. And has an issue with pants for some reason. I can't figure that out yet. And now for Dragon Age 2. Dragon Age 2 is actually a little better than some people say it is. A lot of people complain. But there are some major problems with the game that kind of make it just useless to play sometimes. Let's start off with the good parts of the game. One, the gameplay is a lot more fun, a lot more flashy, epicness. Your character actually goes over the top with moves. Wonderful like that. When it comes to the character customization, it slacks. You get to be a human only. Which I guess is okay. But here's the bad part. You're stuck with the armor they give you right away, and you have one generic voice for female, one generic voice for male, which kindly kind of downplays the interactiveness with the conversations, which is really annoying as all hell. The gameplay and all that's wonderful, but there's the story. Sure, the story has its fun points, it goes really in depth and things, but your decisions mean nothing. Like, you can go along with the mages as much as you like, but you'll never get that dent where the mages are being portrayed as good guys. Because even the good mages in the end turn psychotic, which makes this kind of pointless to even help them, and makes that decision dumb. Ergo, the other side's the same darn thing. It kind of has another problem as well. Kirkwall is the shittiest place to basically go for this freaking thing. I have nothing against the real-life Kirkwall or anything like that, just every building is exactly the same in Kirkwall. Sure, there's a very, very seldom, like 5 actual places that differentiate, but otherwise, if you go through a cave, you're going to be seeing that cave almost 50% or more of the time, the exact same way, except for one thing in those caves. If you saw a cheese wheel on one side of the room or a box on the other side of the room, it's now on the other side instead, just to basically say it's different. If you go into most of the houses that you can go into, you'll notice that the furniture is even in the same place, not just the rooms, which makes it even dumber. And then there's the add-on content, which basically says, let's screw off Kirkwall with this and just run as far away as possible. Let's go to Orlais, for crying out loud. Very interesting decision. And overall, it's a good game, but it has a lot of problems. I recommend it, but not as highly as Origins. And then there's the wonderfulness of people that were trying to say, oh, it's Kirkwall, it's supposed to be like that. Yeah, that's kind of dumb. And then they made the excuse of saying, well, what was it again? With the technology that they had, that they couldn't do any better. Oh, great. Yeah, Origins versus that, and they're using the same technology as Origins, and they fail that badly? Yeah, I so believe that they actually could do worse than Origins. Yeah, never mind. It's really stupid at that point. It's a good game, but Origins is definitely the preferred. Hopefully Dragon Age 3 Inquisition, or if they change it or whatever, is going to be a lot better.